All right, ready? Let's give it a little try, right? So head of logic gates. Let's go into logic gates and see what we learn. Or we could get what we could gather from this nice little topic. Right. So we're going to take a look at logic gate, right? Right. So there are two kinds of signals. And there are two things that we are to know. We are to know binary, ones and zeros, right? This is binary, where you only have ones and zeros, which is the language of computers. They only read ones and zeros. But for us, we know that we could read a range of values from infinity, from negative infinity to infinity, right? This is like an analog set of values. You can get any value between here and here. But in binary logic gates, they could only give you ones and zeros and only read ones and zeros, right? And the way a logic gate will work, right? The way a logic gate will work, it will take a binary input and give you a binary output, right? Yeah. I don't know if you all did logic gates tonight, but you all do whatever, binary. Right? So what we're going to focus on, we are going to focus on a few logic gates. All right. For example, the first type of logic gate that we are going to look at, we are going to take a look at a gate called a NOT gate. Every gate has a name, has a symbol as well. The symbol for the NOT gate is that, a little triangle with a circle in front. And every gate has something called a truth table. That's basically how it behaves. So it gives you an idea how it behaves. So you have input and you have output. How many different inputs you have? It is binary. How many inputs you have? 2. You have a 1 or you have a 0. See that? You have a 1 or a 0. Yeah? So for a NOT gate, a 1. When a 1 comes in here, it will give you the answer. Right? NOT will always flip the inputs. So 1 will give you a 0, 0 will give you a 1. So that is the truth table symbol for the NOT. Okay? And we have 4 more to it. 4 gates, Nice. Copy them now. This topic I give you the whole thing. The form 5 version as well. Everything in it. Probably even the form 6 version. Copy it out. Hamlet. Here and there. That's the first gate, not gate. Right? 0 gives you a 1, 1 gives you a 0. Nice. Next gate I want to look at. The next gate I want to look at is called the AND gate. The difference with the AND gate is instead of one input, it has two inputs. Find it out. You have guess. Right? So it looks like that. Right? That's the AND gate. As a what's shape of that? Huh? Plug. All right. It's a plug shape. Right? So the AND gate looks like that. Here's straight and there's a curve in front. Truth table, you have your input, you have your output. Because you have two inputs, right? What's the possibility? Right, so you could have two ones, right? Or you could have a 1 and a 0, or you could have a 0 and a 1, or you could have a, what's the last thing missing? A 0 and a 0. So those are the options, right? Those are your four options. I don't know why this thing here. Yeah, can I use a part of the board?
Yeah, but soon after you should use.
So I can just write notes there and reminders not forward. Right? So here's how the AND gate works. The AND gate will only give you a 1 if you have a 1 and a 1. If you have a 1 and a 0, we have a 0 and a 1, 0 and a 0. Right? So the only time the AND gate will give you a 1 is when you have two ones, a 1 and a 1. Okay? Then you have a next gate called the OR gate. Right? You will notice for the OR gate, the back of the OR gate is curved. Right? The back of the AND gate is straight. And then you have your inputs and you have your outputs. Same combination, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, and 0, 0. The difference with the OR gate is that once you have a 1, you'll get a 1. So 1 or 1 will give you a 1. 1 or 0 will give you a 1. 0 or 1 will give you a 1. 0 or 0 will give you a 0. Okay? And then you have two more gates, the NAND gate. Looks like this. And you have a NOR gate. This is the opposite of this. This is the opposite of this. So my challenge to you is write a truth table. Listen to what I said again, right? So this is the opposite of this. And this is the opposite of this. So I would like draw the truth table and try it from online. Copy them down and draw the truth table for these two remaining ones here. This is the opposite of this, and this is the opposite of this. Right? Draw them. The truth table for each one, and then that two.
Oh, guys, if you want to make question for me, really would look to them, like, in 2 months, and I think the one thing was sharing right here. That's how you know.
With the Apple games. Right, and this part, I'll take a look at what you're not able to apply and you know. Follow. Opposite 34, we want to make sure the opposite. The 2 1s giving out 1, but 2 1 still giving out. 2 1 giving out 1, still have 1. But the opposite, remember the opposite of a 1 is a 0. Right, so what do you think the NAN will be? What do you think the NAN will be, Devana? 0 0 should give you a 1. Sorry, 1 1 should give you a 0. It's the opposite of this. Right? It's the opposite of this. Yeah.
Right, right? was the output, so the input, the initially output.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Opposite, yeah.
Oh, right, because remember you still have to have two inputs. So if you put the output there, that's one.
That's where we're.
So now that you've changed a thought change, what 1 0 will be? 1 0 is 0 here. So what will 1 0 be? 0 1 will be? And 0 0 will be? 0 0 is 0 here. So 0 0 is 1. Brandon, you okay with that? Avani? Right? So that is your NAND. Right. Do me a favor now, Avani. Message what you think the 4 outputs here. Message what you think the 4 outputs here for the NAND gate. Message in order, right? What do you come up with? No. Let's see if Avani. Yeah, Vani, that message the 4 numbers that I think the outputs will be. Good. All right, that's right. So let's see. 1 1 give you a 1. So 1 1 should give you 1 0 give you a 1. So 1 0 should give you 0 1 gave you a 1. So that should give you 0 0 is a 1. So the output is opposite, right? Not the input and the output, right? So the output is opposite. So you have to learn these games, right? Now we're going to apply them, and I'm going to show you situations where you will actually where you can actually use these games. All right. All right. So take a look at them. How you would remember this? I would remember this by saying not is always the opposite. I would remember this by saying 2 1s will give you a 1. Once you have a 0, you're going to get a 0. Right? So my summary, so I'll always try to remember a summary. The summary for this is 0, always giving you 0. The summary here is once I have a 1 again, a 1. Right? So it might be quicker to remember that. Here, a NAND gate. What will be the summary for the NAND gate? What will always give you something? A 1 giving you a 0 and a 1 giving you a 1. So you can't remember that. But a 0 always giving you a 1. So it might be easier to remember that 0 gives you 1. What about here? A 1 will always give you a 0. Okay? So that's the way the logic gates will work. Okay? It's important that you remember. If you can remember everything, good. But if you want something shorter, that's what you'll do. Okay? Make a note of the summaries and then head up combination gates. You can combine the gates now and see how you can use that. Yeah, no problem. Test tomorrow. And then what the probability again, a certain color. So that's okay, good. Let's take a look at combination circuits, right? So you have to know all the gates, right? You have to know all your gates, and you're going to use these gates to figure out the output, right? I want to leave them right there for now, right? Head up combination circuits, and then I want you to draw this gate here. All right, copy down this first example here, draw the circuit, write the truth table, I want to explain it. I'm going to show you how to figure out C and D based on the gates. I want to show you how to figure out C and D. What's that? Let's do it tomorrow. Okay. So just draw this circuit from her. And what you can do from her is somebody write on your diagram the name of this gate and the name of this gate. Right on your diagram, write the name of the gate here and the name of the gate here. Let's see if we could work this out. Ready? So good. So you should recognize that this gate is a NOT gate and this gate here is a AND. Okay? So how are we figuring out C? How are we going to figure out C? C, what's that C? C is the output of an AND gate or NOT gate. C is the output of a NOT gate where the input is A. Right? So we're looking at A. We're looking at a NOT gate to figure out C. That's okay? So let's see how we're doing it. One intern NOT gate will give you what? So one intern NOT gate will give you C as 0 here. Online, are you okay with that? So we're focusing on this whole column here. Brandon, you okay with that? One intern NOT gate. One intern NOT gate giving you C. So 1 giving you C, that'll be 0. 0 intern NOT gate will give you 0 intern NOT gate will give you. Right? So to figure out C, we looked at the input A intern NOT gate. Right? So to figure out C, right? We looked at the input from a NOT, output from a NOT gate where the input is C. That's okay? What about D? D is the output of what gate? D is the output of a AND gate where the input is what? Look at the letters. What are the letters that give you the input? C and B. Because remember, A changed into C. So the input is C and B. So we're looking at C and B. Okay with that? So 1 0 into AND gate will be 1 0 into AND gate is 0. So I write in 0 here. 0 0 into AND gate. 0 0 into AND gate is 0. 1 1 into AND gate is 1. And 0 1 is. That's it. That's the way you work out the output. Okay. Any questions online? Hamlet, any questions there? Right. That's what we're doing today. And we will probably get to play around with the simulation online. There are simulations online where you can put the gates, right? Change the inputs and you can see like how a bulb will behave. Like a bulb will be off, and lights here, and off here. Hamlet today. Hamlet. Calling Mr. Hamlet. Let me message your mommy, Mr. Hamlet. Oh, I wasn't hearing it, Mr. Hamlet. You're not seeing the screen, press the camera. Because remember using the board. Press camera, press look for Nicholas Paul, which one? All right, now check back, something wrong with your camera. Everybody else seen the whiteboard? Seen me on the whiteboard? Avani, Brandon? Yeah? All right, hurry up, Hamlet. All right, let's check out number 2 here. This time I'm going to put 2 wheels, 2 nut gears. And I'm going to connect these 2 nut gears. Let me go that one, right? So we have E, B, C, D, E. Unless you see it now, Hamlet. All right. So what you was doing all the time, Hamlet? You didn't copy down the gates? It wasn't here, all the time. So what you was doing, what do you think I was doing? You could have messaged man, say something earlier. But what you can do quickly is go to the YouTube channel and look for the stream. Right, go back to the YouTube channel and look for the stream, and then go to the beginning of the stream for logic gates, and you will see the circuits. I said go back and get the circuits, right? So you'll be able to do this. Right, draw this on. Right, draw this for me and finish this circuit out. Take your time. Yeah, we done. So let's check it out. Let's see what you got for C, D, and E. So C is the opposite of A, so that'll be 0, 0, 1, 1. D is the opposite of B, so that's 0, 1, 0, 1. Right? And E is C and D into or 8. Right? So 0, 0 is 0, 0, 1 is 1, 0 is 1, 1 is. That's okay. Right. I have a little question. Do these three gates behave like any one gate? So 1, 2, 3 gates, right? Do they behave like any one gate that you have? Check your gates. Check your gates and ignore C and D. Blank off that in your mind. Right? Blank off C and D in your mind. Check and see which gate behaves like A, B, and NAND. Right? So these gates that we did here, we can say is equivalent to NAND gates. Equivalent to NAND gate. Nice. Are you okay there? Brandon? Oh wait, we have Barney gone. Barney log out there. Wait, Ashton, listen. You're disconnected. Oh, no, this happened. Got to overheat sometimes. Yeah, it have the Chromecast in the back. Sometimes it's overheat. It's not Wi-Fi, is that? Yeah, some kind of Chromecast. So I casted this on the TV. The TV didn't have the app to cast it. So I had to buy something separate. And I'll know when I use it. So it didn't reset as it. That's not right. So these gates, right? These gates, you could use these gates in real life situations. So I want to show you one here. What? What's that? That's looking good. So I'm going to give you a circuit here, and there's some information about the circuit. Wait, did I not save it? What time I didn't save it? Right. So we have a little scenario here. Take a little read. That's as best as I can zoom there, right? You have a little scenario here and logic gates that could perform it. They have a digital lock. Those two gates are a digital lock on a safe, and it's controlled by 3 switches, right? Operated by keys held by 3 persons, Mr. Adams, Mr. Bajani, Mrs. Clark, A, B, and C. The keys each give logic 1 when inserted, and the lock opens when the output is 1. Okay, so only when the output is E. Only when E is a 1, then the lock will open. After drawing up a truth table, describe the situation in which the lock will open. Right? So you have to figure out who has to have a key and what. And state who you think is the boss. Right? The boss will, of course, be able to open by herself, right? By him, male and female, right? Yeah, by him or herself, right? So what I want you to do is draw that circuit for me and draw that truth table. Try to fill the truth table out and answer the question. Describe what it takes to open it and who you think is the boss. Right? Draw the circuit, do the truth table, try to figure out who's the boss. And well, of course, see what has to happen to open it. Right? Take your time. Try to fill the truth table out, right? Do D first. Right? What two gates are that? What two gates are those? And gates are not? 4 gates, right? Figure out who's the boss. Thank you. Yeah, right, who's the boss and what are the conditions to open the door? Just like one or two options. They're the same order, right? Anybody figure out who's the boss? Online you can message who you think is the boss, right? Somebody could be there by themselves and open the door. Open the safe. So look at your output, look at your outputs. Let's see if we can figure out who is the boss. Hey, what time the class is finished? Sure. Thinking the class finishing 12 o'clock. I forgot. Okay, here online, anybody identify the boss? The boss somewhere in here. Who is the boss? Figure it out. I just waiting on online to send me something. Who you all think is the boss there? Let's check out D while we're waiting. D is some AND gate by looking at A and B. So that's 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. Right? Only two ones in D. And then to figure out E, we're looking at C and D in an OR gate, right? So that'll be 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Wait, sorry. That should be 1, 1, 1. Okay, so when is the door open? The door is open here, 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 and here. So when all three of them are there, when all three of them are there, when is A and B alone, when is A and C, right? But who you all think is the boss? Online? Who you all think is the boss? Brandon, Avani? All think is the boss. Who? See? See? Who's the only person who could open it by herself? The only person that can open, the only time that you're getting a 1 is when you have C having a 1. See, when it's here, it's not open. When it's here, it's two of them. Here is 2 of them again, here is 2 of them again, here's all 3. So the only time that the lock will open is when by one person being there is when C is there. So C is the boss. right? So the answer for the boss is Miss Clark, Mrs. Clark. Yeah.
This to should be this.
Second to last one. Yeah, but two people there. So two of them have to be there. There's no way. Clark not there, but Clark makes sure that two people have to go in to open the door, open the gate. Right? So that shows you that she's the boss. She's sending two of them to go and do it. Two of them to go and do it. Right? But she didn't give them power by themselves. Either they did with her or they together. Okay? And that's logic gates left for you. I suspect online not hearing so good because of the rain and thing, right? That's rain falling here too. Rain probably falling on by them too. Okay, nice. Hello, okay with that there? You're hearing? Right? So logic gates have lots of applications. Okay, you follow what went on there, Brandon? Brandon, if you follow what went on? Okay, but you understand now? All right. I want to give you this is real hard. Right? This is where you have to figure out the circuit. They gave you hints. Right? They want you to design a circuit, like how they had a circuit just now for the lock. They want you to design a circuit here to give you the red warning light. Take a look at the conditions. You have two doors on the ignition. See if this make any sense. This hard, I'm just telling you up front. Kind of hard, right? You gotta sit down and think of where the gates have to go. I would copy it down because I want to do this homework. Copy it down and try it for homework. You have to take a picture if you want to know. You can take a picture so you don't write everything down. Right? Or like you just screenshot it, right? But try to see if you can figure out the logic gate before you go. Sorry, the truth table. Try to see if you can figure out the truth table. Okay, copy it down and then see if we can at least do the truth table before we leave, right? Right? Let's see if we can figure out the truth table quickly. So the only time that the output will come on is when? When the door is open and what? When the ignition has a 1. When the ignition has a, what's going on here, this pen line. When the ignition has a 1 and the door is not closed properly. Those are the two conditions. So when does that happen? The ignition is on here, right? And the door is open is a what? 1 or 0? The door is open is a what? The door is open, logic 1. Okay? So outside those 4 options there, just tell me which row will turn the light will turn the light on. Two zeros wouldn't turn it on, right? Because the door is closed. The next one will turn it on. What about here? Turn it on? Yeah. What about here? Yeah. Once the door is open, it will turn it on. So that's the only instance when it will turn it on. All the other times will be off. Right? What you have to do is to figure out the two gates. You have to figure out how to connect them up. So if you look back here, see how they connect up there and then there or you have to figure out how to connect up your and your or here for it to work. All right. It's just a little challenging thing I wanted you all to try, right? To be honest, it's a hard question. It's not even CSEC, it's a little higher than that. I just wanted to see how they handle it. It's a thinking question. Okay. But today, my main focus was for you to be able to understand logic gates and how to do the combination circuits. Well, you can handle that? Yeah. Good. That's logic gates. On Thursday, we'll take a look at your homework and we'll take a look at Einstein's energy mass formula. Okay. Einstein created a formula, E is mc squared. You can read up on it. It shows you the amount of energy given off in a reaction. We are going to learn to use that formula. All right. Make sure you have a calculator. All right. All right, online.